Hello everyone. So in the last lecture, I asked you all to create a basic calculator, right? Which can perform basic arithmetical operations like plus, minus, division, and multiplication. So let's get started with one. I'll teach you how if you are unable to do, and if you were able to do, congratulations to you. You are learning great. So first, we will define the structure of our calculator, right? So let's head back to whiteboard because designing a thing is crucial uh, in any software development. Okay, because we don't know what we are building until we design, until we plan things, right? So we will be planning it. So what first we will take two inputs from the user. So those inputs will be num1 and num2. Why are we taking two inputs from the user? Because we will be performing operations, arithmetical operations on these two numbers, right? Either we will be adding them, subtracting them, multiplying them, or dividing them, right? So we will be first needing two variables or two inputs from the user, which will be taking input from the user, num1 and num2. After that, we have to ask user that if they want to add, okay, add, subtract, divide, or multiply these two numbers, right? We have to ask for the operation from the user as well. So this also we have to take input. We have to take input from the user as well. So this will be our third input. And then we will be adding conditions on the basis of this third input. If someone enters add, then we'll be adding the number. If someone enters sub, then we'll be subtracting the number. Someone enters div, then we'll be dividing the numbers. And if someone enters mul, then we'll be multiplying the numbers, right? So let's head back to our Jupyter notebook and let's declare variables. First variable num1 is equals to input, uh, enter number, and the first number we'll say. So this will look more prettier. And num2 is equals to input, enter second number. Now there is a mistake in this code. What is the mistake? By default input takes strings. So we have to convert it into integer first. So int, same with the num2 as well. Okay, so we'll be converting it into the integer like this. So we got our input from the user. Now we'll be asking the user that what do they want to perform, what is the operation they want to perform on num1 and num2, right? So we'll just say operation. We'll declare a variable operation is equals to uh, input and enter 1 for addition, 2 subtraction, 3 multiplication, I'll just say mult, and 4 for division. Okay, enter the number of operation. We'll write something like this. Okay, so what we did, we'll be printing out this thing, enter the number of operation 1 2 3 4. So if a user enters 1, they'll be getting addition. If a user enters 2, they'll be getting subtraction. 3, they'll be getting multiplication. 4, they'll be getting a division of these two numbers, right? So now if we run this, you can see enter number 1, let's say 10, enter number 2, let's say 20, and enter the number of operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Let's say I want to multiply these two. I'll just write 3 and I'll enter. But right now it's nothing's happening over here. Why? Because we haven't decided the operations yet. We have got the operation, but we did not declare it, right? We haven't multiplied it yet or divided it yet. So we'll be adding conditional. So if operation is equals to 1, what we will do? Print num1 plus num2, because if someone enters 1, we'll be adding them, adding the number. So now second, elif, when do we subtract them? When do we subtract them? So whenever the operation is equals to number 2, right? This double equals to sign is for comparison. I told you in the comparison operators, right? So if operation is equals to 2, we'll be printing num1 minus num2, right? Same for the multiplication is equals to 3, then we'll be printing out the num1 multiplied by num2, right? And for the division, elif operation is equals to 4, then we'll be printing out num1 divided by num2, right? But what if someone enters something else? For example, what if someone enters 5 or 6 or 7 in the operation? Then we'll be handling that case with the else part. So if someone enters anything else from these 1, 2, 3, or 4, that will be executed in the else block and will print out wrong choice of operations, right? Wrong choice of operations. So let's see if this works or not. We run this and let's say 10, 20. So let's say I want to multiply them. So output should be 200, right? But it says wrong choice of operations. Why? Because we are taking operation as a input as a string and we are comparing with the integer. So first we have to calculate it as an integer as well. So we'll just go to operation, put it inside the integer block. Okay, now our calculator looks good. 10, 5, let's say I want to multiply them. I'll just say 3. So they multiplied it. 10 into 5, 30. So I'll run it again. Let's say 100 minus 187. And let's say I want to add them. So it will be 9813. Our calculator is working fine. It's even solving the minus and plus. It's handling the cases as well, right? So our calculator is working fine. I hope you guys were able to understand this basic calculator with Python. This is really a great program to get started with Python. It helps us to understand a lot more about Python. Okay, so now I wish that you will add some extra features to this, like more lines of code if you can. So just try it out and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.